Street art is one of the most hybrid forms of artistic expression in our modern world that are displayed in the public on surrounding buildings, on streets, and on other publicly viewed surfaces. Many instances of street art comes in the form of guerrilla art, which is intended to make a personal statement about the society that the artist lives within. Going back to 13,000 BC, primitive man used sketches and crude drawings to communicate with one another. Though the history of street art dates back to prehistoric and ancient times and is said to have originated at the dawn of humanity, as evidenced by the Lascaux Caves painting in France, the Cave of Hands, and historic findings across the world, the modern street art we see in today's world in terms of graffiti and murals on intercity walls and the building is a movement popularized in the late 60s and 70s. From its humble beginnings, street art evolved in several directions, in which we are going to see about street art in Tamil Nadu. However, the inception point of this form of art is difficult to trace. Around the 20th century, it's when the street art culture in Tamil Nadu started emerging. Though the wall paintings were previously dominated by simple and unassuming commercial and political propaganda, the murals in public spaces now are much welcomed and inevitable. Kunnur is the second largest hill station located in the Nilgiri Hills. It is known for its verdant environs and a variety of wildflowers, birds, and tea estates in the surrounding Nilgiri Hills. Now we'll have a street art group based in Kunnur to share their story.
Hi, I'm Vijay Tony. I'm a street artist. It all started with scribbling in the last pages during boring lectures. Then I started to do in sketchbooks. Then I thought, why don't I do this in the walls in my room? Then after getting permissions from my mom and dad, then I started to do a basic sketch. Then I added some colors to it. Then it came out really good. Then what I thought was, trust yourself and put your 100%. The work will be amazing. With the same confidence, I thought, why don't I do the same thing in the walls of my street? And gathering some of my friends, we planned to paint on a wall. After the art is done, we were in a discussion where what name shall we keep for the team? After a lot of discussions, we ended up giving a name as Custom Dip, which means custom as customized art, and dip, which refers to the color palette where we dip the brush. Then we started to paint on trending topics. We'll be in search of walls wherever we go in our locality. After that, this COVID scenario came into play. With some NGOs' help, we got fundings with the paint and we started to draw art on COVID awareness. And after that, people around us came to know about us. We got published on some newspapers and some news channels. And after that, we thought, why don't we do it as a business? In some places, we got a good pay, and in some places, we learned a good lesson. And that point we realized where we do art not to impress others, but to express. Our only goal is to make our hometown colorful with our art.
Hi, I'm Akash from Custom Dip. In the beginning, we started this as a hobby, and in the future, we want to make this as a profession, and we want to make this as a platform for the upcoming street artists. And we want to make our streets more colorful by painting more walls in our streets. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Vince. The most challenging art till now we did was a snake art, because as the first wall and the first hands-on we got as a team, and there were so many challenges we had to face because of the diagram and the picture. And yeah, that was the most interesting and the most fun we had to do till now.
Yeah, there's always fun when you have a good set of people around you and good friends. And recently, the funniest moment which we had was drawing a Bob Marley, and people were like, what, this is a Jesus Christ? Or like that. We were like, oh no, this is not Jesus Christ, it's just a Bob Marley. And we were like confused to erase all the entire picture, and then we drew it back again, and then it really turned out to be a very good picture, which you'll see in the vlog.
The problem that most of the budding street artists face is finance, and how we overcome that. The next problem is getting permissions from the wall owners. Sometimes we get permissions, sometimes the permission gets denied, sometimes we just draw like that. Simple.